Last time on The Recruit, 50 Weekend Warriors marched on Melbourne to battle for the biggest prize in Australian sport.
A guaranteed place at an AFL club.
You will learn to be an AFL player. That is why you are here. Are you ready for it?
Their first challenge was a test of strength and character that saw DJ triumphant but left Waylon devastated.
I'm quitting after this.
That's what the show is. It's one spot, one contract.
Then Vossi swung the axe.
I don't see you draftable. It ends here.
But a brutal game of footy saw the tables turn with glory for Waylon and a disaster for DJ.
That game was hell.
Daniel Johncock's just gone down.
And only the toughest men were left standing.
You're through the next stage. And 13 is an unlucky number for some, but not for you two.
These men are Vossi's final 13, and one will be the recruit.
Here's your keys to the recruit house.
13 lads sharing the same dream and living in the same house.
Thank you, Dick Smith.
I lived in a boarding house for 3 years. If anyone wants to piss me off, I've got a few tricks up the sleeve.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. No. Oh, that's great. It's going to be interesting living with all them 12 other white boys.
Coming up, the boys perform in front of a big crowd.
He's got it!
They risk life and limb for their footy dream.
I'm just thinking to myself, who does this?
That is not good enough. Get up on your hands, Gossie!
And the boys face their harshest critics, each other.
I don't want someone in my team that doesn't believe in himself.
Today, we're going to lose our first recruit.
It's day one. I made it into the top 13. This is where the hard work starts.
I'm either going to be a carpenter for the rest of my life or I'm going to take this opportunity and I'm going to win this comp. I'm pretty much trying to change my life from being a Sparky to an AFL professional player in 10 weeks.
All right, guys, we've got a big first session ahead of us. There's 2 things I'm going to be really honing in on you guys throughout this time. Consistency and laziness. I cannot stand laziness. It's got to be eradicated. This is the thing that separates the old suburban weekend warriors to AFL football.
Some aspects of my life, I'm definitely lazy. I've just sort of settled with, my Tuesday, Thursday night trainings and just gone through the motions.
Let's go. Let's make it a good one. Move it on. Move it on. Come on, Jackal, get up on him.
Getting trained by Michael Boss, you don't get to do that every day, do you?
Come on, move. Turnover.
I was a bricklayer yesterday and today I'm chasing an AFL dream.
Stay in the 50. I'll penalise you.
You don't get many opportunities to be coached by an AFL legend, 3 premierships, and Norm Smith, Brownlow medalist. I'll get tingles in my spine just talking to him.
Tyrone, intensity. Can't hear you, Brady. When it gets hard, everyone wants to shut up. It takes courage to talk when no one else will.
Coming from a volleyball background, I tend to not talk as much because I haven't had the experience. I'm trying to concentrate on getting the drill right rather than vocalising.
Come on, move! Move here, let's go! Come here. That is not good enough. When there's a turnover, do you think AFL you get 3 seconds to be able to think about turnover? It is instantaneous. Get the ball, move it the other way. Come over here. Scorpion crawls. Starting from here to that white cone. Drag your legs, get yourselves to the cone. Go! Drag your legs, Gossie. You don't use your knees. Don't use your knees, Waylon. Get up on your hands, Gossie! Not on your elbows! Taking too many shortcuts. You've done enough shortcutting. You want to play AFL football, there is none.
Halfway through, I thought, would it ever end?
Come on, Jackal, you got biceps bigger than He-Man. Come on, Waylon, you're going to move.
Coming out from where I'm from, very remote community. Footy up there is a bit different. We don't do this sort of training now. Too hard.
Right, do we get the drill now? Oh, we're going back and doing exactly that if we don't get intensity. I'll give you rest, you give me work.
So brutal. You're working so hard and it just gets tougher and tougher, I guess.
Where we've got to get to, guys, we're not at the acceptable standard. We had more work that we need to be able to put in, right, and we've had to take it out.
It was the hardest training session I've ever done. It was so tough.
So sessions like that, get used to it.
Raise the bar.
Get used to it. We're raising the bar, that's what we're here to do. Having said that, though, we're going to enjoy ourselves in the afternoon, all right? We're going to go watch some footy.
Yeah.
We've got to be showered, ready to roll at 2 o'clock.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Boys! Let the footy! Am I going to be watching?
G'day, boys. Welcome to the footy.
Fitzy's been cooking all morning.
All
for you guys.
morning,
Get into
preparing
it.
you sandwiches. The game's just about to start.
When you're watching a game, I want you to make sure that you're watching the player where you could be on that very field. I want you to picture yourselves there.
First AFL game I can remember going to, I was 9 years old, and I just thought this is what I want to do.
Good hit.
What a hit.
Rocked up and I thought we'd have a good feed. Snack into a bit of a few pies, a few sausage rolls.
Isn't it funny to think that maybe this time next year, one of you boys could be out there playing for one of these teams? Let me ask maybe you, the Jackal, what's the biggest game and the biggest crowd that you've played in front of?
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue, mate. Maybe 200. Hey, 2 people.
I'd be interested to see, with a show of hands, how confident you boys are. Do you think that you could probably perform in front of a crowd like this, 25, 30,000 people? Who believes in themselves that they could do that? So, all of you. Thing is, though, boys, we're not going to wait until next year. Is at half-time, you blokes have your first captain challenge and you'll be out on the ground. And you want to win the Captain's Challenge because the benefits are massive. First of all, you get a free ride. So the captain who wins today will not be delisted this week. Second of all, you get the ability to affect who leaves the recruit this week.
Free ride is massive. Yeah, being able to decide who can stay and who can go is a big deal, and I think everyone will be scrapping and fighting to win this challenge.
So your Captain's Challenge today, 3 shots at goal. It's the bloke who gets the most points in the shortest amount of time.
This challenge is all about focus. Now, sometimes, though, the noise is not about the crowd when you play AFL football. It's about what's going on in your own head.
I'd want to win the first Captain's Challenge just to make a statement and say I'm here to play the game and I'm serious about it.
I'm sitting the Captain's Challenge out. My calf's still sore from last week's game, so I'm pretty pissed off about it.
Kicking goals is a full forward's job. So someone like Gossie or Semmel should nail this one.
I had my eye on Gossie and Yowie as I knew they could kick. Hutchie and Tyrone were soccer players, so they shouldn't be too hard to beat.
First of all, I was thinking, well, I know anyone in the crowd, and hopefully I don't fail.
I wasn't too worried about Brady because he's a volleyball player.
I never kicked a goal at local footy level, let alone on Etihad Stadium in front of 30,000 people. So I was in a bit of trouble.
Ryan Semmel's a good player. He can move, he can play. He's probably my biggest threat.
When we were running out for the half-time kick, all I was thinking to myself was, don't shank it. Do not shank this kick in front of people.
All right, well, lads, maybe just have a look around, take a deep breath and embrace it, lads.
Take it in.
Because one of you boys could be playing in front of a crowd like this next year, all right? All right, boys, let's go.
2 weeks ago, I was playing basketball for the Wolves and I had my head in the books starting at uni, and now I'm running out in Etihad ready to kick some goals.
Here we go, here's Maxi. He's got it. Good start. For a bloke that's hardly played AFL, he's got a really good style, Vossi.
Yeah, he does. You only get 3 shots at goal in this challenge and you can't afford to stuff up.
No, he missed it.
Just kick that one.
Well done, buddy. Well done, mate. Good start.
I managed to score 2 out of 3 in a pretty quick time, so yeah, hopefully that's enough.
Brady's got to get one, doesn't he?
When I was standing in front of the goalpost, I was just trying to go through my head the tips my dad gave me. My dad used to play for Fitzroy.
Braids, he's got one. He's got one.
I want to follow in his footsteps and make my dad proud.
Braids, well done, buddy. Come on, stretch. Big braids? Nah.
I used to play soccer. Being a defender, kicking goals isn't really my thing. So with this challenge, I've got nothing to lose.
Got it. He's got it.
I made a mistake with the second kick. I started to run across without grabbing the footy out of the bag. It's a time challenge. Would have cost me a few seconds.
There's 2. 2 out of 2.
This is it, Hutchie.
Come on, finish it off, Hutch.
Go, Hutchie, be the first to kick all 3.
He's got it.
He's in the lead.
I thought Hutch was a bit of a surprise. I didn't think he'd go that good.
Johan Wagner.
Yes, Yowie!
For 3 out of 3. Wags, he's missed it.
Oh, don't be so dirty on yourself.
It's competition.
Braxy. He's got it. He needs this one to be in the running. But he's missed. He's out. Jekyll. He got it.
If you can get a
No.
The Gus, man.
Morlow. Sam, this is the last one. He got it. Nah, he missed it. He's missed it. He's got it! Well done, brother.
Hutchie has been the only person to kick 3 goals in a row, so it's down to me and Tyrone.
I used to play soccer, change codes, and considering it was the first time at Etihad, it's definitely a nerve-wracking experience.
If he's going to play for footy, he has to sink all 3.
Come on, Tyrone!
It's the balance of trying to get your time and your technique. Nah, 1 point.
Can he get one in? Come on, Tyrone. Oh, he's missed it.
I only kicked 2 points. The big fella Brady, he even got more points than me, so pretty annoyed about that.
Being a defender, no one expects me to kick goals.
He needs this one.
Ryan.
Big Smitty. He's in the running. Or he needs this one, Hutchie. Got it, Smitty! Well done, mate. Well done. Good boys.
Smithy and I were the ones to kick 3 goals. Now it's going to come down to time.
Well done today, lads. But before we actually find out who won Captain's Challenge today, the player with the least amount of points, with only 2, was Tyrone.
I think Tyrone just picked a really bad time to just have a couple of off kicks and mistakes like that. It's gonna hurt you.
Did you rush it?
Yeah, definitely rushed it. I think I was concentrating on the time frame too much and not my technique.
That's why we say get it down pat, because under pressure, last thing you're thinking about is technique, is style, is crowd. You just walk in and kick the goal.
It's definitely hard when a Brownlow medalist says you're the worst kicker in the comp, so that's something I take to heart. I'm Ty Armitage, I'm 24 and I'm a carpenter. I'm 6 years old when I started playing soccer, and up until 17 that's when I started AFL and sort of fell in love with the game. So yeah, I gave up my opportunity of playing AFL to go travelling, and it's probably something that is probably wasn't the right choice at that time in life. That's why I'm here.
There were 2 blokes today that scored all 3 goals and got 18 points. Ryan Smith and also Michael Hutchinson. Well done, boys. Well guys. So the guy that kicked 18 points in the shortest time, Ryan Smith. Well done, Smithy. Congratulations, mate. Well done. Good work. Now, Most importantly of all, team challenge this week, you're going to be captain, mate. You'll be leading the boys out. So well done. Congratulations.
That's big. Good job, mate. Well done.
Well done. Congratulations. You win the captain's armband as well. On your big guns there. Well done, mate.
My name is Ryan Smith and I'm from Perth, Western Australia. I'm the most competitive person I know, so when I do something, I want to get to the top of it. I study counter-terrorism, but my dad and sister are professional golfers and I've played till I was about 18. I definitely believe that I can be the next recruit.
Coming up on The Recruit, will the boys' first terrifying team challenge be their last?
I'm just thinking to myself, who does this?
Let's go, boys.
Oh yeah, we got it. They're already up there, mate.
So today, boys, you got the team challenge, okay? So Ryan, you'll skip, but collectively, how do you work as a team? How good are you, okay? And then later in the week, you'll have Rate Your Mate. Now, Rate Your Mate is you rate your own performance and then you rate everyone else, okay? What we'll do, the weakest three will be put up for delisting and someone will go home. But Ryan, you've got the power, okay? You can replace someone in that three with someone else.
I can use my captain's goal to save somebody. It's a big responsibility.
It's definitely going to turn into more of a game side of things, I think, and people are going to have that in the back of their minds now.
I'll give you a hand, mate. I'll get me back.
You know, I know we're supposed to vote our weakest recruit, but at the same time, some people might want to get rid of a threat, you know?
So, in terms of today, get yourself ready. We're getting on the bus and we're away. Team challenge.
What are we doing, Nico?
Well, you'll find out later, Brax. Lucky it was empty.
It's not my first banana in the
Welcome. First team challenge. Two things we want to concentrate on here is focus and teamwork. Now, to help you with focus, we are creating fear. This happens in AFL teams all the time. You will be flying 2 kilometres over the Mornington Peninsula, and from a moving helicopter, you will be dropping into open water. From there, there'll be 2 rescue boats. You're going to row them back to shore.
Your job is to focus and find your point of concentration and attention, and really just think about the things that you can control.
Now, to help you focus more as a team, we are going to give you a time frame. You'll get 1 hour to complete the task. So who's a little bit scared of heights? Who's...
It's not a phobia, but I don't enjoy them.
Don't enjoy it?
Yeah, don't enjoy the heights, but I'll do it.
What about swimming?
Yeah, not a fan of swimming.
Not a fan?
Not at all.
Okay, so what's the challenge going to be for you then?
Staying alive, probably.
Good point. Keep your head above water.
Yep.
Very good strategy.
I hate oceans because from my home, the nearest ocean would be 14 hours west from where I'm staying. So yeah, I'm more inland and just dry community, red dirt. My name is Waden. I love playing footy. It took me about 18 hours to get from Bellona to Melbourne. Last time I came here in Melbourne was for the draft camp, 2011. I didn't last maybe 2 days. I just wanted to go back home, getting homesick and all that.
Ryan, you're the captain of this challenge. Good luck.
Good luck.
Let's go.
Go, boys.
A good captain needs leadership. You know, no one really knows each other too well, so it's just doing the small things that you can and just focusing on rally the boys together.
Ryan Smith, like he's first captain of the recruit, so it's a difficult task in itself for him, and he can prove to us that he can be a leader. So I suppose we'll see how he goes.
It's my job to keep everyone working as a team so we pass the challenge. Gossie and Waylon aren't the strongest swimmers, so I have to keep my eye on them.
Last week I corked my calf and I have to sit on the bench. Didn't make me feel very good. Kind of felt like I was, out of the loop as such with the group.
It starts taking off, but it's getting louder and louder, and you don't realise how high you actually are.
I'm nervous as hell. I'm absolutely packing Dax.
I'm just thinking to myself, who does this?
Yeah, I reckon I was scared. Like, I didn't want to do it. I just didn't want, too dangerous, I reckon.
I've never been in a helicopter before, but yeah, just the noise was unbelievable.
Drop zone in sight. First recruit, move into position.
The helicopter began to shake and Tyrone looked terrified. He didn't do so well in the captain's challenge. He can't afford to stuff up like that again.
Approaching the drop zone now.
Waylon looks so nervous. If he doesn't jump, we will lose the challenge.
I didn't know what to do. I'm thinking, I gotta die halfway or something. I didn't even want to do it.
Sitting in the chopper, I suppose that's when the butterflies sort of start kicking in, and you really got to focus on the jump.
First recruit, prepare to jump.
First team challenge was tricky. The boys and I have to jump from a moving helicopter into open water. Everyone has to jump for us to win the challenge.
I didn't know what to do. I'm thinking, I gotta die halfway or something. I didn't even want to do it.
Recruits, prepare to jump.
Waylon needed a bit of a rev up to jump out of the helicopter.
I was gonna jump and then I slipped. My legs were just... As soon as I hit the water, it's just, oh shit, cold.
It was madness when we hit the water.
Once I hit the water, I was kind of like, is everyone okay? Because jumping out of a helicopter, someone could break a leg or something. I'm quite different to the other boys in a lot of ways. I wear nail polish, I'm flamboyant. I'm not afraid to speak up.
Go! Braxton,
There wasn't really a plan when we were hopping into the boats. It was kind of just like whoever can get in first, help the other people out and grab a paddle and start paddling.
Let's hold together first. Let's look for the flare.
I didn't really hear Smithy at all. I wouldn't say he was very vocal at all, and that's sort of what leadership's about.
Deep ones are better, boys. Deeper are better.
It's a 2-kilometre road to the beach, but it seemed about 100 kilometres long.
I saw the shore and then just still far away, and just keep paddling.
Shoulders were hurting, the back was hurting, knees were starting to get sore.
You definitely question yourself whether you can do it or not. I've never worked this hard in my life.
Blokes were getting tired. We kept swapping over, and in the end, getting there as fast as we could.
Come on, mate. Almost there, mate.
Probably Waylon struggled a bit. At times, his paddle just wasn't fully getting in the water. A bit of just more air strokes than water strokes.
Yeah, I struggle in the thing. I don't do those sort of stuff because yeah, we don't even have boats where I'm from, so why should I paddle, you know?
Finish it up! Bring it in, quick, quick, quick! Time's ticking, time's ticking! Let's go! Come on, come on! Boats out, boats out!
We get to shore and I think, thank God we made it, but it's not over yet.
You have to pick up your precious cargo. Precious cargo's here. Where is it? Lee, you get in that boat. Yeah. I get in this boat. Pick it up above your shoulders, 1 kilometre down this way to finish. Pick it up, get it going. Let's go, let's go. Jesus, 3, 2, 1, up.
Carrying the boats is hard enough, let alone Dicko is probably another 100 kilo, I reckon.
I'm not that heavy. 1 kilometre to go, 1K. Smitty, can't hear you, where are you? You need a grab crawl like this. Come on, you're the skipper. Go.
A good captain to me is someone that leads with their voice but also by example.
Yeah, Ryan Smith was given the opportunity to really be a leader, and at no point in the challenge did he.
You've got about 100 metres, boys. Let's go.
As soon as we saw that finish line, it just got into a little bit of a sprint towards the end.
Come boys, not far to go. Finish you're strong. The biggest man here. Right to the end. Get me across the line. Well done. Well done.
Great job, great job. Well done, guys. Great job.
Well done, fellas.
Well done. Great job.
Good work, Maxie.
Well done, lads. Well done. We had a time that we needed to be able to make sure that we got. Pleased to announce that you guys passed your first team challenge. So well done, guys.
Obviously smashed the time, which was good. I think everyone worked hard, but it's all about getting the job done, and we did that.
I love that sort of stuff. What else would I be doing? I'd be behind the work desk, pumping out some emails. So jumping off today was certainly better than that.
When you come together for the first time and you are put together as a challenge, it's always interesting to see who steps up and who doesn't. So the captain, who was your strongest?
Brax would be up there, one of the strongest.
Thanks, man.
When Smithy pointed me out in the team challenge, I was pretty happy, you know. I'm here to win, so anytime I can step up, I will.
Captain, who didn't pull their weight, then, in your opinion?
Honestly, probably whoever's on, I can't remember who was on the left side, we kept fading to the left consistently.
Who was on the left side?
So I don't know who it was. I think me, Waylon. I don't know who the others were.
Nathan's put up his hand.
What about you, Waylon? Like, you were thinking a lot, weren't you?
Yeah.
Before you did it?
Just didn't want to do it, but now after it's done, it's all right.
There's been a few times now where you've got to the point at the start where you didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And every time you've been able to do it so far. So it should confirm that you can do these challenges now, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
How many people in Billaloona have jumped out of a helicopter?
No one, I think.
The first man?
Yeah, first.
One now.
And the last, I reckon.
Coming up on The Recruit.
This session is called Rate Your Mate.
What are you saying that for?
Waylon can't stand the heat.
I don't want someone in my team that doesn't believe in himself.
Yeah, Wayne's gone, mate. He is gone.
Everyone's cherry ripe? Yep. No soreness, ready to roll.
Roger.
The way we'll train today will be a level above anything you've trained before. It's literally rip shit or bust.
Dicko just told me, I could train with the boys, gave me the thumbs up to join back in. This is my chance to prove that I deserve to be here.
DJ's been pushing to get off the bench all week, so now he's fit. I don't think anything will stop him.
Big session.
We've got the first delisting coming up. It definitely makes you nervous if you've had a poor week on the track, that's for sure.
Welcome to North Melbourne Footy Club. Today is all about testing. We're going to test every physical attribute that you've got. We're going to compare this to future tests that we do for as long as you're at the recruit.
Burjo is the elite fitness coach at Port Adelaide, so to learn from him would be awesome.
Righto, boys.
Burjo's your man today.
But we've got North Melbourne royalty here. Boomer Harvey. Brent Harvey, one of these boys next year, because he'll be playing
against one of the boys?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Meeting Boomer Harvey definitely made the experience feel a lot more real. To obviously have the chance to win this competition and play along some guys like him would be a dream come true.
350 games doesn't come light. Tell us the secret.
Mate, the secret is it's hard work. This is my 19th season now, and the importance of the testing is we test 3 times all up, and you always got to better your score. You don't want to leave nothing in the bank.
All right, boys, let's get started.
The agility test is where the recruits move in and out of obstacles in the shortest possible time.
8.461.
I know I'm fit, and I'm certainly fitter than some of the boys here. After my performance in the Captain's Challenge, I really have to redeem myself.
Go, Tyler.
Elite score that AFL recruiters would look at would be somewhere below about 8.2 seconds.
8.365.
Burjo said that Stephen Hill holds the record at 7.7.
Last couple. Push.
7.849.
I was pretty rapt with that result.
Okay, boys, we got the beep test. We know you're an elite runner. Give us your beep score.
Well, a few of the boys get really high scores. I'm probably 6th or 7th in our group, and I get low 16, so...
Endurance is the thing to any good beep test, and, endurance is my strong point, so just no holding back.
Nothing worse when you do a beep test than saying, I could have done a couple more stages. Okay, we're here to win.
The beep tests ask the players to run over a 20-metre distance to a timed recording that gets quicker and quicker.
Get into a rhythm, get your breathing right.
It's a measure of the player's endurance as well as a mental strength test.
Well done. Good. No, Smithy, no.
Beep test was tough. Plenty of room for improvement on the beep.
No, mate, well done. Push! Good, DJ, well done. Looking strong, mate. Corey, push. Gotta make it. Good. Gotta make it! That'll do you, Reece. Just you now. Just push, DJ, come on! Don't give up, DJ!
I smashed the beep test and I just come back from a calf injury. What does that say about a few of the rest of the boys? I think they've got a fair bit of work to do.
Hi everyone, how are you?
Nice.
How we going? It's been a big week.
It's been massive.
Very big.
This session is called Rate Your Mate. And for me, it's the most important session of the week. It's peer-to-peer assessment. It's feedback that you can use in order to develop your skills. And I'm encouraging you to take it seriously. Every single day of an AFL footballer's life will be about rating. It's part of what happens in a normal club environment. So you need to get used to it, because at the end of the session, I'm going to ask you to vote for the weakest 3 recruits. And one of those will face delisting. I want to talk about the Captain's Challenge. Who were the 2 weakest recruits in that challenge? Chris?
Yep. And
Tyrone?
Yeah, sorry.
What happened?
Yeah, I think just being the first time to an AFL game down in Etihad sort of got me pretty excited, so I wasn't really focusing on my technique as much as I should have been.
Okay. Who was the top scorer? Smithy?
Yeah, it was just fun. I just had fun out there. Just kicking a footy.
The great thing about the last week is we've got a very real indication about where the group is. We've spent a lot of time on understanding their character, their skills, and how well they've coped under pressure in the halftime kick and chopper challenges. And we'll take this all into account when we decide which of the weakest 3 gets delisted.
So, who would you least want on your team?
Yeah, nothing against the bloke, but I'm going to be honest, Rowdy, just with his talk, You know, you've got some pretty rare talent that not many guys sitting around here has. Yeah, like once you get talking, mate, I reckon you're going to take this competition by storm.
Brady, what do you think about that?
Oh, I think that will come with confidence once I get a few more games under my belt.
It's interesting that they're voting Brady because he's quiet. He's played the sport for 2 minutes. You know, so of course he's not going to talk a whole lot about AFL culture and tactics because what does he know?
Yeah. Well, Burjo, let's kick through the stats.
Well, we tested their speed, their vertical jump, their agility and their beep scores. His jumping was outstanding, as you can imagine.
When he did the agility, I couldn't hear it. He was soft on his feet. Once the big fella winds up, that's when he's most dangerous.
Daniel, who would you like to have least on your team?
Well, yeah, I think maybe someone like Tyrone, maybe, that I wouldn't have in my team. Not because I don't think he's a good footballer, just because I don't think I'd have him in my team personally. But
is he draftable?
It's totally up to him.
The problem with Tyrone is for someone his size, he was bang average. He just needs to be quick. But if you have a look there at the 20-metre time, 3.1 seconds, that's not quick.
Tyrone, who would you least want on your team?
Just over the last week or so, I don't know, like I love the bloke, but just the focus and stuff that Waylon puts in, like it's... Sorry, Wayler.
James?
I think, I mean, I know that you have the potential to work hard, and I've seen it, but it's just got to be continual.
Feedback is very important. Michael?
Yeah, I'd say Waylon as well. I think he can do it, but I think he just doubts himself at times, and I think that's what hurts him the most.
Waylon, what do you think when you hear all of that?
I don't know.
Is it stuff you can use?
No.
Can't use it? You can't think about it as positives to go through the next week?
No. I don't think so.
What the boys probably don't know is how far he's had to come to get to where he is. It's a hugely confronting space for the very first time to hear feedback about yourself when you already probably don't have a great opinion of yourself. We could very much have an AFL player.
No doubt that we have got one. It's just going to take a little bit to bring it out.
Yeah.
Waylon, who would you have least on your team?
Yeah, I'll say me.
You'd say you?
Yeah.
Bad man.
You don't think you can win this?
No.
What are you saying that for?
Because, I don't know.
If Waylon thinks he doesn't even believe in himself, then Waylon.
Yeah.
I don't want someone in my team that doesn't believe in themselves.
Yeah.
At least I can say for us other 12 that we'd all want to play AFL and we all think we can. That's why we're here.
Waylon's shut down.
Yeah, he has. He just does not want to be there.
He doesn't want to be there right now.
Yeah, I find that hard to watch. It's hard to watch.
He's weighing up right now. Do I walk or do I not? Yeah, Waylon's gone, mate. He is gone.
Coming up on The Recruit.
Delisting is the hardest part of the job.
One of you will be delisted.
Shit.
Will Ryan use his captain's call?
Smithy, you have the ability to change this lineup. Do you want to use your captain's call?
It's very narrow-minded.
You're delisted.
Lee asked us who's the weakest in the group.
Sorry, Waylon.
Well, why are you here?
Yeah, I'd say Waylon as well.
It was Waylon, and he felt like it was a hit on him.
Back home, like, we're just not used to that last man talking to a woman about our problems, about footy and who's weakest and who's not and all that.
Do you believe you can play AFL football?
Yeah, I believe, but I can't do it when those are boys around me.
Just back home, if we were to say something about our teammates, we'd maybe start a fight or something. because we just don't do that.
You can play AFL football and you know it.
Now, obviously, Waylon is struggling a little bit, and you're all nodding your heads in agreement with me there. But I think it's really important to consider the cultural issues. Waylon's never been in this type of environment before.
It's a really difficult space for Waylon right now.
I would like him to acknowledge a little bit of what he has done. Because of all the things he didn't want to do, he's done every single one of them when he didn't think he could do it.
And he can play.
Yeah, it's frightening what he could do.
Hi.
Hey.
Thanks for that, Smithy.
Skipper.
Yeah, captain stepping up.
How do we see him as a player? Ryan Smith, 23 WA, and the big boy.
We tested the skin fold, 66.4. That's fat club straight away in any AFL club. Fast, but fat, and can't run.
All right, next one. Dicko.
Our NBA star turned AFL star, Reece Maxwell, 23 WA, 186.
Absolute star in the making. The best score in the history of the AFL draft is 7.77 seconds for agility, and that's a guy called Stephen Hill, who's a handy player for Fremantle.
Very, very handy.
Our West Australian basketballer got 7.85. Just unbelievable.
Lightning. As an AFL club, I'd want him as a project.
Absolutely.
Daniel, you weren't feeling very much part of the team this week.
At the challenge, I didn't feel part of it at all, to be honest. You're kind of just like standing around going, what am I going to do?
As much as the other boys get in there and have a chat to each other, I'd say he sort of sits back a little bit. He just likes to hang out behind conversations and not really interact with people.
Because he wasn't training with his calf injury, DJ sits a little bit outside, I reckon.
He scores, firstly, big tick on the beat, 14.6, so we know he can run, we know he's got endurance.
The advantage he's got and why he can go some way in this competition is you also need to be able to play multiple positions. You need to play midfield and you need to be able to play forward. And he's got an orientation of both.
So guys, it's now time to rate your mate. You're going to be voting for the 3 weakest recruits. Smithy, as captain, you won the right to go through to next week. So just to remind you that no one can vote for Smithy this week. Grab your iPads behind you in your lockers. I want you to think while you're voting about who isn't pulling their weight, both on field and off field. Who should be delisted? So, I want you to all pack up your lockers because any one of you can be delisted. Thank you.
That was a very intense session. Makes for a big decision because it is a brutal environment at AFL.
And unless you're on your game 100% of the time, you can't have an off day because someone will jump in ahead of you.
Ultimately, Vossi decides who stays or goes, but as captain, I can save someone from the bottom 3. No, I went and had a chat to Waylon. He thinks we don't want him there. Yeah, I know. It's a big responsibility. I am definitely feeling nervous.
I've been a long time as a coach. Delisting is the hardest part of the job and it never gets easier.
13 recruits, 1 AFL contract. This is the greatest prize in Australian sport. All right, listen up, boys, if you could bring it in. In a few minutes, one of you will be delisted, and today we're going to lose our first recruit.
Waylon.
Yeah.
Pleased you're still here.
Yeah.
Received plenty of support from your teammates?
Yeah, plenty.
When I walked away from the locker room, just couldn't handle it. But now I'm a bit more confident. Stay around for a while.
Okay, lads, let's get into the pointy end now. One of you will be leaving the recruit and going home now.
You don't want to be that first person to go home, and I did come last in the kicks, so I could definitely have votes.
You voted for your weakest recruits. The weakest 3 are Daniel, Waylon, Brady, Smithy, you have the ability to change this lineup. So you can either swap Waylon, Daniel, or Brady, take them out of the bottom 3 and bring one of these boys in, or if you feel like you've failed as a captain, you can put yourself into the bottom 3 and take one of these boys out, or you can keep it exactly the way it is. Do you want to use your captain's call?
I do.
What recruit would you like to put into the weakest 3?
The recruit who I want to put in, obviously being AFL football, we need to have skills on 24/7, and the challenge that we did get, unfortunately, just let him down. That's Tyrone.
You seem pretty agitated, Tyrone.
It's very narrow-minded. I would have kept it, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I just don't really agree with it.
All right, Smithy, you've chosen to use your captain's call. What is your decision?
My decision is to save Daniel. I've seen him perform 2 times now, which is obviously the block challenge, which he won, and the peep test, which he won.
All right, Daniel, you can return to the group.
Come back. This is shit. This is terrible.
Waylon, there's no doubt that you've come the furthest. You've stepped up every single time. You haven't wanted to do it, but you've done it anyway. What we have to work out is, can we get you to AFL standard? Brady, you are a ruckman. To have presence as a ruckman, you not only got to have presence in the way you jump and the way you get in physical contest, but you also got to have physical presence with your voice. Tyrone, no doubt that you have taken on every single thing. You are hovering around the middle though, and at 176 centimetres, there's got to be something special about you. Can we get you to an AFL football team? Are you going to win this thing? And that's what we're evaluating with all of you. So one of you are not going to be draftable. And one of you will not be the recruit.
Don't want to be up there. That's terrible.
You're delisted. Tyrone.
Thanks, man.
Mate, all the best.
Cheers,
All
appreciate
right.
it. Thanks, well done. Smitty. Boys. That's it, boys.
As you could see, Tyrone wasn't even part of the weakest 3. He was brought in and now he's gone. So it's very, very powerful to win the Captain's Challenge every week.
Smithy, it's a tough call being captain, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
It sort of does really piss you off knowing that my fate sort of came down to one bloke and Smithy, and I've always wanted to be a sports star, so I'll keep going, like it's not over yet.
I applaud your honesty and the way you were very direct in the way you gave your feedback. We are looking for more of that. We're looking to get our work rate from here to here, and we've only just started. All right? Well done, boys. Good job.
Mate, great effort. Well done, boys.
Prove he's right.
Yeah.
Prove he's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Ryan.
Tough call, Cal.
Next time on The Recruit.
You boys will be jumping off there. Hey!
A nightmare becomes a reality.
Yo-Yo was probably worried the most.
Wayland's the star of the show as the boys let off some steam.
I wouldn't have this sort of party back home.
The Recruits come up against Australia's toughest team.
Welcome to Darren Prison, fellas.
I think you're all in deep shit.
And not everyone will survive the week.